Hello, welcome to a video of my indoor flea market finds for today, Friday, December 23rd, 2022. Despite the yucky weather and the storm and all that stuff, I went to the flea market. Number one reason was to remember last time I went, these were upgrades. This I didn't have. I'm missing almost. My collection is almost complete. But this one was the wrong record. Les Castors toujours, Junior toujours prêt. This is supposed to be this. Half of the booths were closed today. I wonder why. December 31st. No, but the guy was there. But unfortunately, we looked at the rest and it wasn't there. I couldn't do a switch to get the records, so decided to just leave the deal as is and keep the book, and maybe one day I'll find the record and the book might not be as good, etc, etc. Anyway, but while I was there, I looked at whatever was opened, and I still ran out of time. Still spent 3 hours I spent there. Yeah. First thing I found, couldn't believe it, almost new, thin but interesting coloring book of the Scooby Doobies from the All-Star Laff-a-Lympics, which I used to watch on their first run in the mid-70s, and it has the Kmart price tag here of 65 cents. It was $10. And I couldn't haggle, and because the original seller wasn't there, it was a friend attending the booth for him, so I couldn't deal. So yes, there's a few. Caroline Yell used to be the previous owner. It says 1976 or 78. It's probably 76 from, I can't tell. It's probably 76. So there's a few pages colored. I can't get to turn the pages. But after that, yeah, there's barely started there. Oh, the Scooby here is all colored, but then the rest is all good. And some of the artwork is really good. Really, I was amazed. Like I turned the page and said, "Oh, I gotta get this! Oh my god!" And he's so cute. Beagle, I think his name is. Yeah, Beagle. He's so cute. Grape Ape, I loved Grape Ape when I was a kid. The Tom and Jerry Grape Ape show. I used to watch Grape Ape. Oh, and this is going backwards at the store. I said, "Oh, this is Hong Kong Fu. I hope there's a front view." And then, yeah, front view of the Hong Kong Fu. You know, sold. I was sold, and I kept turning the pages. Blue Falcon. Oh, another. I missed that one at the store. Oh, he's so cute. I really love Hong Kong Fu. You see, I wasn't a superhero fan at all, ever. The three superheroes I loved were Underdog, Dynamite, and Hong Kong Fu. Those were the only three superheroes I ever loved in my childhood. And Captain Caveman, and a little bit too much of those, but some really good. The artwork is really well done. Another Scooby-Doo, cute face. They're great drawings of Grape Ape, really well drawn. Just notice there's a story at the bottom of the page going on. Some little errors of printing there, but you know, it's a coloring book. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. Oh yeah, I'm paying $10 for that, no problem. I have no issue. Rare coloring books, I'm always there. And another booth, which I had never bought anything from that specific booth. I've been told later by another seller that the guy's name was Joe. His records are just too freaking pricey. But he had one box of a dollar bin, a little box of a crate of LPs for $1. I went through it, bloop, 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 and then I stopped and oh my! I was like, I couldn't believe it. There was no plastic. I've put the plastic over it. The Andrews Sisters Sing the Dancing Twiggies. Capitol Records. There's still a Simpsons store tag on it. and no splits at all. A little start of bubbling on that part here where there's a name for that part of the anyway. And the record, my goodness, is in great shape. I think the original inner sleeve is there, a little bit of tear there, the turquoise label, not a scratch. $1. I can't find a single scratch on that thing. Oh my goodness, I have it on CD, but I don't think I have the album. I'm trying to remember if I have for sure if I do have it, it's not that clean. So the guy had just casually put it with other 1920s theme records. He didn't even recognize or bother reading who it was, or didn't care. I don't know, but that's why I couldn't believe I got this for $1. I love under the radar stuff. There's a big thrill of getting an under the radar thing. I just love it. There's another under the radar find that's coming up, but this was really glad. Then I went back to see a seller I really like. His name is Sylvain. And found a couple of 78s. Was talking a lot, and we're talking. I love talking with these guys. It's so much fun to talk about records and retro things. And this was under the radar because it was a bunch of $78s. Sorry, $2. I don't know why I thought it was $1. Yeah, the 70s were $2. But this was Shorty Rogers and his orchestra featuring the Giants, Tale of an African Lobster, and Infinity Promenade. So this is jazz, and there's not a single scratch. So shiny, really shiny. I'll try to. There's not a single scratch on that thing. So the yoink. This is just a very ordinary 1930s polka or early 40s. I couldn't remember if I needed an upgrade or not, because I'm confused between two similar polka records with an identical label, and I got from the original 3678 stack of records I got for free from a great uncle in 1982. One of them has a crack from the center to the edge of the record. I couldn't remember if I needed an upgrade or not. So it's just $2 if you leave it there, and so I might have an unnecessary copy, or it might be the one I was supposed to replace. But now that I think about it, I don't think that was the one. Yeah, I think I didn't need this record. I'm trying to remember the one I really needed. I think it was Shoemaker something. Should be Shoemaker in the title. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't need that, but it's in great shape. So it's André Musette Orchestra, Pennsylvania Polka, and Pretzel Bender Serenade. It's a good record, like a childhood, adolescence memory. I was 14 when I got the stack of records. So and then I was still at Sylvain's booth, and I got this for $1. It's probably, I haven't had time to test it yet, but there's no big serious scratch on it, although maybe there was one, I missed it, but it was $1. I don't have that on vinyl, so I was glad to get this Sly and the Family Stone Greatest Hits. I did get the CD not too long ago, so now I have the album. And then the next booth, the guy's name was Dave, another nice guy. My God, I love that place. And I don't go too often to that specific flea market. It's not the one I keep going all the time. It's a different indoor one. It's more expensive, so I go once a year, although that's my third time. But anyway, so I try to put them more or less in chronological order of how I found them. So the guy had a whole bunch of $1, $2, $3, $5 records. So I found this for this is a great find for $1. It's in terrible shape. But it's okay. Well, if you're not French Canadian, you won't get this. But this is a sexology record explaining how sex works to 10 to 12 years old. But it's read by Henri Bergeron, who is a famous TV announcer
that was on Radio Canada, the French branch of CBC, and it's really weird to hear Henri Bergeron talked about masturbation and like all these subjects here, living naked, sexual games, and it's really weird. Imagine, I don't know, Bob Barker perhaps, although Bob Barker is not he was I'm trying to think of imagine Walter Cronkite talking about masturbation, or Ed Sullivan, or somebody like so it's in pretty rough shape, but still playable. And for $1, there was no way I was leaving that behind. I needed this placeholder copy in case it takes a while to find a better copy. Then I found a Ventures record. I still collect them, but at the prices that I paid for them 20 years ago, which I don't find for $1 anymore. But this was $1. It's a little bit scratchy, but nothing too unlistenable. I consider it still playable. The cover is awesome, and I simply don't have that one. I do have a big stack of Ventures, so of course that was a no-brainer. This is French singer Sheila, numéro 3, devant le jukebox. Again, cover is seen better days, but the record has some scratches, but still playable. And I have that one here, Écoute ce disque. I do have that one. I don't have this one, but anyway, 60s French stuff I like. This is an upgrade of a record I already have, except the one I have has some sort of yucky sticker that won't come off of the cover, so for $1 I decided to get it. I collect records that have kangaroos on the cover. It's a no-brainer for me. It's my favorite, favorite or second favorite animal, I'm not sure. Either a white stork or the kangaroo is my favorite animal, I don't know anymore. But this one is an upgrade of a record I already have. I almost left it there at first. At the end I was might as well, it's just $1. And then I found this. Whoops, don't see that too often. The Christmas Raccoons, as told by Rich Little, on Polydor Records. And 19, is there the year on it? Most likely, I guess. 1982. Oh, okay, 82. That was later. Okay. And I don't remember it being perfect, but it's pretty clean. Yep. So that was $2. I forgot to check the prices. This is $1, $1. They're not all the same price, $1. Yeah, this was $2. That was $5. I said, do I take it or not? The cover is in shape. That's the one that was in the plastic. I moved the plastic to the more deserving clean Andrew Sisters there. It was $5. I started collecting 70s Hall & Oates records, so I said, it's playable. It has a few scuffs, and so they take it. Then I found this Claude François, French singer, and it was $1, but the cover is in pretty good shape. If it's playable, it's like a lottery. Like, okay, I hope it's playable. I pull it out. Lots of small scratches. Nothing really bad. Still playable, good songs. For $1, sure. So it came to $12, didn't haggle, paid the $12, and that's it. And I had to leave because it was 5 o'clock, but I wasn't done. And I saw some other great $1 scores, but I had them already. So, for instance, I saw a disco album by Music with In the Bush. It has only 4 songs, but it's a great disco record. Well, you have 1 or 2 copies, so I didn't need a third one. But yeah, so I had fun today, and that wasn't the score of the day. Oh my goodness, so clean and everything for $1. Couldn't believe it. Thanks for watching. Oh, and let's end on this rare coloring book. Thanks for watching. Bye.